Out there, this is Shalena Diva. I am the purpose-driven diva, creator of www.shalenadiva.com, the most entertaining, educational, and enlightening website for women. Welcome back. As I told you last week, I am your personal life coach. So, what did we go over last week? Last week, we talked about having a plan B. Ladies, you must have a plan B. And the plan B is for every woman who's in a relationship, if you're thinking about a relationship, or maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. Having a plan B is what a woman needs to have in place so that she is always operating from a position of power. So let's go back to last week. We said just in case that relationship sinks like the Titanic, if he drops dead like Fred, or if you decide you no longer love him, okay, you need to have a plan in place so that you can survive after the relationship. So last week, very quickly, what we talked about, and I'm going to make sure you did your homework. Last week, one of the first tip I gave you was to start saving your money, your FU money, your stash money. Remember, God blesses a child that has his own. And so one of the tips I gave you last week was for you to start setting aside small amounts of money and to put it away in an electronic account. Put the money away in an electronic account. Why? Maybe you're more disciplined than I am or than I was, but I will find that when I would put money in my regular Bank of America account where I would have my savings together along with my checking, I would save the money, but I would dip into my savings. So that was no good because I would have no money at the end of the week. So what I got hit to and what I learned was that if I actually set aside money in an electronic account, like with an ING, for example, it made it so much harder for me to tap into that money. And each week I can automate how much money I wanted to set aside each week. So did you set up an ING account? Did you at least look into it? Did you at least start thinking about how much money you could put aside each week? If you haven't done it, you better get on it. So the second tip that I gave you last week was actually getting back into you, getting back into your passions and your desires and actually investing in them. Okay, for example, if you're into fashion, are you checking out any of the Philadelphia 17 Days of Fashion events? Are you going there to network with some of the fashion designers there? Because networking is key. One day I'm going to run it down and tell you how to network like a diva. But let's go back to that fashion example. Okay, there are all these events in Philadelphia and maybe in your city or your state and town. Network with those people. Get to know them. Did you sign up for a class? Are you at least looking at videos on YouTube? Are you actually designing? Are you drawing again? I want you to invest in you. If you want to bake, are you baking? What are you doing? So I wanted you to get your passions and desires and stop putting them on the back burner. So those were your two tips from last week. These two tips right here that I'm about to give you are truly the keys to the kingdom. These two tips here have truly changed my life. And before I jump into them, let me just tell you where I came from in just 3 short years. Back in December of 2009, I hit rock bottom spiritually and mentally. Like, I was so hopeless. I knew that there was something bigger and better out there for me, but I wasn't doing it. I knew I was talented. I knew that I had so much to give, but I wasn't doing it. I had become so hopeless. So, and that was a scary place for me. Spiritually, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. And I actually contemplated suicide. You know, when I actually share that with people, they're like, you? The purpose-driven diva? You? Yeah, me. You know, I'm actually, I'm not holding any punches. I'm not putting on any airs. So when I tell you that these two tips that I'm about to give you are truly life-changing and that they really revolutionize my life, I really want you to pay attention, okay? So without further ado, here are the tips. The first tip is get connected spiritually. I'm not saying go to church. You can if you want to. I'm not saying that you should belong to a certain religion. You can if you want to. But what I mean by becoming connected spiritually is you realizing that you are a being, mind, body, and soul. They're all interconnected. And so the first tip I want to give you in terms of becoming more spiritually grounded is to set your alarm clock 1 hour earlier than what you are used to waking up. I know you're going to say, oh, she's crazy. She doesn't know what time I have to wake up. I have to wake up at 4 o'clock because I have to go to work, or I have to wake up at 6. I don't care. Wake up 1 hour earlier. In fact, I wake up at 4:45 every single day to get on my 5 o'clock prayer line called Mind, Body, and Soul with Shalena, Diva. I'll make sure that they give you the call and details. But what I found by waking up 1 hour early is that you can truly change your life in 1 year. When you look at your life in 1 year, you won't even recognize it. And let me tell you why. When you wake up 1 hour early, it's just like something magical happens. Now, let me tell you, it's going to be tough. If you're not an early bird, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a sacrifice in the beginning. But what you do when you wake up 1 hour earlier is you actually slow down time. You slow time down, and you actually give yourself time to think, time to plan your day, time to just listen to the birds chirping, time to just listen to your heart, just talking to you. And believe it or not, you'll find yourself being able to work out, to do all this stuff within that 1 hour that you thought you couldn't do. And then after that, then get the kids ready, and actually set boundaries around that time. I know a friend who, she's like, when she gets up in the morning, she's like, nobody talks to me. Nobody touches me. Nobody talks to me until after I get finished talking to God, or whatever you do. One of my business partners, April Frank's Hunt. Hey, April, if you're watching, she has something called a recharging pad. And all it is a special place in your home that you go to. It's your special place you go to. And that is where you spend time with yourself. And I'm also going to warn you, if you're not used to spending time with yourself, start small. Maybe spend 3 minutes. Maybe spend 5 minutes. And the more time you spend, the easier it will become. So what are you going to do when you're spending that time alone? If, praying or whatever, I want you to just jot down maybe 5 things that you're grateful for. Start becoming grateful. And the more you become grateful for things that are in your life, more of those things will begin to appear, and you'll be so much more happier. So just get up 1 hour earlier. Find your recharging pad, per April Frank's Hunt, and set boundaries. Don't let the baby come in there. If the baby's, crying and you have like your boyfriend or your husband or a kid who can help you out, tell them to get the baby. You need this time for you. Plan your days. It will really, truly, truly make a difference. So that is the first tip, and that has truly helped me tremendously. My second tip is, ladies, let's get in shape, okay? I don't know how my brothers, after I had my son, I gained so much weight. My brothers were like so cruel. They called themselves being so supportive of me, but they were really cruel. They used to call me like Miss Piggy and everything. I had gained about maybe 40 pounds or so, and I'm only 5 feet tall, y'all. So it was a lot of weight that I had gained, but I actually gained the weight because I was really unhappy too. So you have to realize that if you do want to lose weight, it's not always about, oh, I have to eat less. Oh, I have to work out more. It's more mental than what you think it is. Maybe that relationship you're in is causing that weight to stay. Maybe the fact that you're not pursuing your passions or your dreams, that's causing the weight to stay. So weight loss is more than you just going to the gym and duking it out and halfway killing yourself, okay? But here are some tips I want you to do. When you get up 1 hour earlier, like we said from the first tip, within the first 30 minutes to an hour, make sure you're eating something that will jumpstart your metabolism. And metabolism is what helps you to burn that weight. And then, this is something people love, is the lemon water. So what you do is when you get up and you spend time on your recharging pad or you pray, prepare an 8-ounce glass of room temperature water. Get a fresh lemon, cut it in half, squeeze the juice in it, stir it up. And I want you to sip that lemon water on an empty stomach. Sipping on an empty stomach, and then after that, eat your breakfast, and then 2 to 3 hours later, eat a snack, and then 2 to 3 hours later, eat your lunch, because that is how you're going to rev up your metabolism. Now, what that lemon water does is the lemon water, it detoxes your body. We have so many nasty toxins in our bodies that are really maybe holding on to the weight and other different things because of the foods we eat, but I want you to drink your lemon water. I want you to eat first thing in the morning. I want you to start taking your vitamins, ladies. It all counts. And then if you can't get all your green vegetables in, consider a green food powder and mix it in with a smoothie or a drink early in the morning. It will work wonders. I tell you, I lost 40 pounds. In 1 year, I lost 40 pounds. And then the working out. One of my really good girlfriends, her name is Anya Nicole. She is out there killing us, okay? It's called the Urban Workout Coalition, and she really believes in the health and wellness of families, especially within the African American communities. And she got a couple of friends. She got us together, and she makes us do drills and hurdles, and we have to run around and jump down, do jumping jacks. But it's so much fun to see, especially African American women, really taking charge of their health. So wake up early, at least 1 hour early. Feed your mind. Read something. Ladies, read. You can't be a part of this. Oh, I don't read. I just listen. No, read. Every now and then read. Do something with your body. Work out. Eat right. And then with your soul, make sure you're taking care of your soul so that you can listen to you. Okay? So those are my 2 tips to Plan B. And you might not think that, oh, they matter. But let me tell you something, ladies. When you're out of a relationship, that is not, I repeat, that is not the time to take time for yourself and get to know you. You should be getting to know yourself while you're in a relationship. It's not like, okay, I'm out of a relationship, I got to get to know me. No, you need to get to know you while you're in a relationship. And then also, ladies, let's not wait until we get dumped or we break up with the man to decide, oh, we need to get in the gym and burn off that excess stress. You need to be looking good while you're in that relationship anyway. So some of the people I mentioned is April Franks Hunt. She has a recharging pad. It's Anya Nicole Lindsay. She has the Urban Workout Coalition. And remember me, check me out with my prayer line early in the morning at 5 a.m. So I really hope that you have enjoyed these tips for having your Plan B. And next week, I'll be back to bring you something special. Remember, everything has beauty, including you. It just takes a true diva to see it. Be blessed.
Smooches, baby.